I got a couple things. We always have like artists talk about these things when we ask them to sign them. What can you say about this one?
Oh, this is the greatest right here. And I don't say this because I'm on the cover. I'm saying this because this particular song, My Philosophy, is the first time I introduced myself as a philosopher. This is the first time the song goes, so, you're a philosopher? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And it's so funny because I had no idea that I was introducing certain terms into hip-hop, like metaphysics, philosophy. These were new terms, believe it or not, in our language. Of course, we heard these words, but we weren't rhyming them. They weren't part of our regular deal. So this starts out like that. The other part to this is Fab Five Freddy's first video job. The video for this was Fab Five Freddy crushed it. And this was it, this video. The other part to it is you can see way in the background is Malcolm X. Yes. This picture used to be prevalent on 125th Street, used to be around, everybody had one of these, or so I thought everyone had one of these in their house just like that. The album to this is a remake of By Any Means Necessary, which is the original. I called it By All Means Necessary. So this has a lot of history with it. This is a lot of history. You hold this.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab this.
Now, these are my prized possessions, yo. And I'm really honored. Thank you for taking the time. Yeah, I left it. What is it? Sound of Germantown. $5.99. So this is still in the round. There you go. So I got to be careful with this. I'll just put it back.
You have the original.
I paid cash money for this. Yes.
And this is interesting.
Okay.
Another one.
All right.
Woo! Take a look at that. And what's so interesting is this brother here, I don't want to give his name away, but this is a real state trooper, and he was one of my best friends. And he's the one that gave me the Uzi on the cover of that album. Just so you know, state troopers were out like that. But anyway, this is I was saying by all means necessary. This is ghetto music, the blueprint of hip hop. And what's so interesting about this is that for some reason this word became a staple in hip hop. Obviously, you know, Jay-Z did the other one, did an updated version, I guess. And big up to all of that. Maybe someone in the future is even going to go even beyond that and do yet another blueprint. We need blueprints for hip hop like every 10 years. Somebody should come with a new blueprint. This was the first one. And I'm proud of that, and so I'm going to hit you right now.
Okay, and while you're signing that, I'm mad. I used to have the advanced cassette of Edutainment, and the interludes were different. Do you recall that or no?
Yes.
Can you speak to that? For those, I want a copy. If anybody has the original advance of Edutainment, speak on that.
Well, what had happened was that when I used to work in the studio. See, when you're a recording artist, you have a record company, Jive Records. That's what this was. But I never really respected the contract. I respected the agreement. I do respect agreement. If I make an agreement with you, I'm going to stand by the agreement. But you're not going to tell me how to make my music or anything that has to do with me. I think I got me intact. I'm going to present me. So with Jive Records, there's a few times that I would release a song or an album, and they would release an album. And that's where you get the two versions actually from. Obviously, the one that came out on vinyl was theirs, and I released like a demo.
Yeah, it had like interludes instead of the Farrakhan or whatever. It had Scott LaRock speaking somewhere.
Speaking something, yeah, but those were demos. Those were like, that's rare. Yeah. That was very rare.
I had it, and I'm mad I don't have it anymore.
That's rare. Because we used to do it. We did a few of those. There's one called, I did one out of Japan, BDP in Japan, something like this. It's only maybe 100, maybe 50 of those cassettes still moving around. But look, if you got it, make some money. eBay is crazy.
Yeah, and the comic books are going big too.
No doubt. Oh, comics are huge. I just did a comic with will.i.am, Masters of the Sun. Excellent comic book. You guys need to go see that. And it's a Marvel comic too. Before that was Break the Chain, another Marvel comic on that as well. You know, speaking of Marvel comics, just as a side note, you know, I looked up the names of the characters of Black Panther. I forget it now, Akala, and all the people who are playing. Most of them are Japanese names. I thought those were African names. I looked it up, they were Japanese. Just a side view, that's all.
Break the chain, break the chain, yo. I don't wanna be a dummy walking around smelling funny, looking bummy and crummy with no money. But when I go to school, the teacher ain't teaching, and when I go to church, the preacher ain't preaching. Who they think they reaching? The old style is dead. Instead, wake up the knowledge in your own head. With new ideas, you got fewer fears, and with fewer fears, you can get paid to live for years. Yo, take a look around where you at. If you think it's whack, educate yourself and change that. I'm falling down and I can't get up. I ain't buying it. Change the way you think. You change your environment.
Yo, what's up? It's KRS-1 and you're watching Real Black.